You definitely need to pay attention to your family and friends in this new situation or new ailment that's popping up. So, guys, let me rephrase that. It's not so much an ailment as it's a new condition or problem that I'm starting to notice people mention. Now, a lot of people are stating that they are losing time, meaning they're forgetting a lot. They're trying to figure out where the time went. Like they said, they'll do something, and before you know it, they're trying to figure out how they got to like X, Y, and Z in their home. Right? They were in their room in front of their computer, and then they ended up in front of the refrigerator, but they don't know how they got there. So I'm calling it time slippage in that manner because they don't know what's going on. And there's more people reporting that they're forgetting things, like they're just being, and some people are saying that they're being absent-minded in what they're doing. Other people are saying that they're just stressed out. But a lot of people who are complaining about forgetting things, they're thinking it's a little more than that. And I'm starting to think it's a little more than that because I'm hearing more and more people complain about this. Now, yes, we are living in a stressful time. We are living in a stressful environment in a lot of places, especially if you live in a city like New York. But there are a lot of people who live in nicer areas that have less stress to contend with, and they are suffering from memory loss. Now, stress, a lot of stress can induce memory loss. That is true. But I am noticing more and more people complaining about this, and some people do not have a stressful life, and some people do. So my son's mother, she's been complaining about losing time. Like she's forgetting a lot of simple shit that she's supposed to remember. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe, and this is me talking to her, I'm like, well, maybe because you're stressed out about everything that's going on at home and in your job, that could be adding to it. But she's like, she's convinced it's more than that. And then I started remembering other people complaining about the same shit. They're just losing track of time. And not so much losing track of time, but losing how they got to certain areas, if that makes sense. Right? So again, they're sitting in their kitchen, looking at TV. Before they know it, they're in their bedroom folding clothes, but they don't know how they got there. And they look at the time, they're like, what the fuck is that? 2 hours went by. So there's more people complaining about that, but there's way more people complaining about just forgetting things altogether. So now I'm starting to think maybe the arm ticket has something to do with that. Maybe. I don't want to sit there and be like, I'm 100% sure. Like, I could bet my paycheck that the things we're seeing, people passing away from cancers all of a sudden, people all of a sudden developing stage 4 Mr. C's, I can almost bet my bottom dollar that that is the arm ticket causing that problem. But this new thing with people forgetting time or forgetting things or just losing time, or the time slippage that they're having, that is what a lot of people in the early stages of dementia and Alzheimer's mention. And there has been a connection with the arm ticket and psychological problems. But I'm wondering if this is causing people to have or develop or might be developing an early onset dementia or Alzheimer's. I'm trying to figure that out, and I would almost bet my dollar that it's that, but I can't be sure. Now, a lot of people are saying that it could be, the food, the forever chemicals. Food's been toxic for a long time now. Forever chemicals has been in about everything that we own for a long time now. We're just now hearing about it. And then you have the air. They're trying to blame that shit now. They're talking about the air we breathe is bad, and that's causing some problems. But the air has been bad for a long time, especially living in the city. So they're trying to blame all of this stuff. And again, the toxic food has been toxic for a long time. Forever chemicals have been in a lot of shit. These are not surprising. Again, this stuff has been in there for a long time. And microplastics. Microplastics has been around for a long time too. That's not anything new. By the time they started doing the research and the studies are new. But that stuff has been around for decades. Microplastics, forever chemical, and the toxins in our food, and the bad air. All four have been around for decades. It's not a new thing. Within the last 5 years, we just saw this increase in everything happen. Rare ailments in people, lung cancers, super fast or turbo Mr. Mr. C's popping up all over the place. You had this girl's ex-husband, Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband, just pass away from this shit all of a sudden. Again, we're seeing a lot of this shit within the last 5 years, and there was only one thing introduced in the last 5 years, and that was the arm ticket. Again, forever chemicals, the toxins in our food, the microplastics, the bad air has been around for decades. This isn't new. Now, all of a sudden, within the last 5 years, probably going on 6, I think, we've been watching people develop rare elements that we've never heard before. Again, I tell the story of a guy I work with in the fire department. His wife, all of a sudden, after taking the arm ticket, about 6 months later, needed 4 stents in her heart, 2 stents, excuse me, in her heart, and had a rare heart condition that she only saw once in a blue. Now they're seeing it almost all the time, and even he thinks it was the arm ticket, because I asked him, did she get the arm ticket? He goes, yeah. He goes, listen, man, I know. He goes, I had to get it. I said, yeah, but at what cost? Now she has a stent in her heart, and what if that gets worse? And he's like, when I say that shit to people, yeah, you had to take it, but if you die now, you're leaving your young kids without parents. Was that worth it? And everybody across the board says, no, it wasn't. But there's nothing they can do now. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.